A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. I'm Bernadine Jai Singh here. Now let's take a look at headlines.
Army media spokesperson Brigadier Jaina Jayavira says an armory will not be reconstructed at the Salava army camp. Debate on the no-confidence motion against Finance Minister Ravi Karnanayaka underway in Parliament. Indian Premier Modi calls for deeper US-India security relationship in a speech interrupted by repeated applause.
Strong India-US partnership.
Army media spokesperson Brigadier Jaina Jayavira says that the Salav army camp, which was destroyed in the recent fire, will be reconstructed. However, Brigadier Jayavira noted that the destroyed armory will not be reconstructed within the camp.
Brigadier, what is the latest situation on the operations in the vicinity of the camp?
Cleanup operations following the explosions are still underway. The 500-meter radius around the vicinity of the camp, which was declared a security zone, is still in effect. This has been declared solely for the safety of the general public. All measures are in place by the Sri Lankan Army to restore activities in the area to normalcy and to reconstruct all homes which were damaged by the incident. The Sri Lankan Army will give its fullest support for this. The Army commander said yesterday that this process will be carried out expeditiously.
Brigadier, what measures are being taken in terms of this camp?
We will design a camp much better than the one before. The camp will be reconstructed taking all of these matters into account. The army will not move out of that area just because they lost a camp. This is not the only instance that such an incident has occurred. Countless such incidents have occurred in the past as well. They happen in the most unexpected ways. Investigations have been conducted into these incidents and we have identified the weaknesses and taken the appropriate measures. However, an armory will not be reconstructed here. Plans are afoot to function the army camp as it was.
The debate on the no-confidence motion against the Minister of Finance Ravi Karnanayaka is currently underway in Parliament.
Newsfirst parliamentary correspondent Amarashri Bandara said that the no-confidence motion against Minister of Finance Ravi Karnanayaka was presented by joint opposition leader Dinesh Gunawardena this morning, citing misleading behaviour on the part of the minister. Also speaking during the debate, MP Bandulu Gunawardena cited inflation and financial mismanagement as reasons for the no-confidence motion. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, speaking in Parliament, noted that the foreign exchange control will be removed from the budget for next year.
Speaking prior to the debate, Speaker of the Parliament Karu Jayasuriya downplayed a possibility of yesterday's issues surrounding microphones, which adjourned proceedings being a conspiracy.
A broad investigation was conducted into the technical failure, so it is with responsibility that I say to this House that this was in no way done intentionally, nor was it a conspiracy. I must also know that this is not the first time this has happened. Similar incidents happened back in 2002, 2003 and 2004. And to add to that, this system is nearly 15 years old. Attempts were made in 2011 to repair the fault. So we have already called for tenders to repair this fault in the chambers. The window for the calling of tenders will close on the 21st, after which we intend on installing a new system by the end of this year.
The joint trade unions of Divi Nagama convened a media briefing yesterday to draw attention to a number of demands, including the lack of travel allowances and the other rights.
No government has ever followed a proper program to directly address the professional rights of Divi Nagama and Samurdhi officials. Officials of both these governments have committed large-scale fraud and corruption through the initiation of various projects. As trade unions, we remain silent all this while. There are corrupt officials who occupy powerful positions and are cutting down the benefits of the ordinary workers. This is a warning to them. We will initiate a program to stop this and secure workers' rights. The ministers and deputy ministers of both parties must take responsibility for this. Up to date, they have not addressed our issues. Neither the previous government or this government took steps to make financial allocations to the tune of 5,200 million rupees. Now it has come to a point where the department does not have money to pay the travel expenses of the workers. We urge the government, the subject minister and deputy minister to grant the required sum of 209 million rupees for the travel allowances of all the employees serving in the Department of Divinagama Development.
ඔවුන්ගේ ගමන් වියදම් සඳහා අවශ්‍ය කරන මිලියන 209ක මුදල කඩිනමින් ලබා දෙන්න කටයුතු කරන්න ඕනේ.
3 people have been killed following a hand grenade explosion in the Hinatikumbura housing scheme near the Thalangama police station. The OIC of the Thalangama police said that the explosion was a result of a hand grenade attack. 2 persons who suffered injuries in the explosion were admitted to the National Hospital. Director of the hospital, Dr. Anil Jasinger, noted that a 9-year-old girl and another woman were among the injured. However, the woman who had sustained serious injuries in the explosion died in the hospital. 2 youths died as a result of an accident near the Kirivel-Katua junction in Ambalipitia. The police said that the collision involved a car and a motorcycle. The deceased youth were 21, 29 years old. The remains of the deceased have been placed at the Ambalipitia hospital. The driver of the car, who was arrested in connection with the accident, will be produced before the magistrate court today. The Department of Meteorology says that showers or thunder showers could occur in the western, northwestern, southern, central and Sabargama provinces today as well.
Light showers can be expected over western, northwestern, southern, central and Sabargama provinces, and also few showers are likely in the northern and north central provinces as well. And afternoon thunder showers are likely at a few places in the and eastern provinces. Strong winds at times can be expected over the country, especially over western slopes of the central hills and also in the northern, north central and eastern provinces.
Meanwhile, the National Building Research Organisation requests the public to focus on the statements that were issued on landslide risks. Head of the Research and Risk Management Division of the NBRO, RMS Bandara, says that the occupants in mountainous areas of these districts should exercise caution owing to the intermittent rain.
In sports news, communications manager of the Sri Lanka national cricket team, Chandrishan Pereira, says that the weather is fair around Lords, where the third and final between Sri Lanka and England is set to get underway. The third test is scheduled to commence at 3:30 p.m. Sri Lankan time. Former Sri Lankan captain Kumar Sangakkara will be doing the honours of ringing the 5-minute bell on day 1 of third test match at Lords.
The Sri Lankan cricket team took part in their final training session yesterday ahead of their final test against England. Speaking to Sports First, communications manager of the Sri Lanka national cricket team, Chandrishan Pereira, said that the side is well prepared for the game later this afternoon.